inside that linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He lets one fly deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He'll take the deep shot. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out and move, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Wayne comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Put yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Great, right back to the line. The play action fake. Off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball after the 37. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for room. It's Porter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Tough way to start this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants a lot of crossover with the Big 10 and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska. Also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're not my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. The run to the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved. Out in the perimeter in space, we can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play first.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Stone. Completes it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man through. That'll be enough for a first down. They got him at the 16-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for a crease in his quarter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Under fire. Grab behind the line. It's through. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. It was a completion, but they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Nowhere close on that one as he goes. Now they face third down.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the wideout. Boom. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Connection to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They go to the ground, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the one, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. And it takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Back to throw, it's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God.
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Northwestern right back to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's doing the left run fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Using his legs, it's Turner. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And off from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Trying to pick it up from the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman, and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that pull and making a play to get a tackle from this.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's it, 5. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw time running short in the half. Lions on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see see it there from the side.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield, it's turned. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Minnesota. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Stone. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's caught. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Power football with the run.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires toward the end zone.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds his man. It's McClure. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the goal.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That's the kind turn. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. Dwayne lines up for 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's going to take off. On the line, he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Finds his tight end. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep on the run. Try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Preston.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they were able to execute the end run.
That's reeled in. It's Preston. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. To throw on first down. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And most QBs will tell you that it starts from the waist down. And the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body with mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass, and when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe that. Going to be pass interference. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 spot.
Quickly complete. And he roars into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, you can be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for space. It's Porter.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quick pass on the fly motion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tulane right back to the line.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if it
Turns on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy already has a touchdown. touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Green Wave. And that one will give him the lead.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the first down. There he goes. Flying down the left side.
Showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in the air, got the long touchdown.
They want to throw it. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snap in the backfield. It's Hayes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Reed. He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here's a hit. Oh, finds a room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Lost the fire on second down. With the catch, it's McClure. He is going nowhere.
is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
He took a hit as he pulled and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. The fourth down is coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tulane. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You gotta find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Stone. Fires to the middle. It's complete. It's a single. Wide open. The 20. And he'll take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch it. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he got smacked. And just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
These little games can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And I
think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the rounds. I don't want to let him out of bounds or let him get free kick.
Game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Northwestern right back to the line. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38. These guys are on the move.
Trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Stone. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Way intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting the defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's McClure. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And a little more room to operate.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend it.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. Gamon's on 4th down. He's still on his feet. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Gets it past the marker. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
He'll ride his man on the outside. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with it.
And it's intercepted. Maybe breathing a little life into this team. They drag it down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Stone. He wants a big play here late. And the deep shot was not the way incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And as a defense, you just love to get that ball carrier and get him down and keep him in the field of play. To keep this clock moving, you cannot let him get outside. You cannot let him get out of bounds and kill the clock like that.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. On to over the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down yard at 1st and goal at the 6.
Satellite. 414 satellite.
He'll set up to throw. Looking to get in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Stone. Moving away from pressure. And he's got it for a late touchdown. Just an epic finish.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to keep this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your ball on the ground, and most